I recently saw Fighting with My Family, and this is what the movie's about. It's about the career of WWE superstar Paige and her story on her journey on how she became who she is right now. She fell in love with wrestling when she was young. After several years of wrestling in the indies, she gets a call from WWE for tryouts. After she's picked, it's her duty to try her best to make it to the main roster. So, does she do it? Well, obviously, since reality spoiled the movie back in 2014, so yeah, she does. The movie starts off with her brother watching the good old Attitude Era of WWF and holding his homemade WWE Championship belt that didn't even exist in the 90s, so what? Anyways, when they get older and they go through their tryouts, she gets picked, and not her brother, the one who showed her wrestling and the one who showed her how to wrestle. Not just her, but other kids as well, even a blind kid. And does he get jealous? No! Also, I don't know much about England, but I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be airbags. So then Paige talks to the coach on why her brother didn't get picked.
Maybe he'd get a shot at a pay-per-view event. And he would try so hard to make an impression, he'd probably let a real star throw him off a 30-foot cage onto a concrete floor.
Wait, is he talking about Mick Foley?
Unbelievable.
When Paige enters the WWE Performance Center, we then get the cliche of everybody in the room staring blindly at that one person entering the room like mindless, brainless zombies who don't know what a person is. If that was me, I'd be really awkward and really scared right now, like if I had something on my face. I hope they don't do this to every person who walks inside the Performance Center because that's not normal. It's just really weird.
Hey, NXT? Yeah, hi. Us too, how's it going? Good?
And then we meet the divas.
So sexy, right?
So sexy. I am so jealous of you right now.
Thank you.
Also, and who are these rookie divas? From the trailer we saw, they kinda look like Eve Torres and Kelly Kelly, and I thought we were gonna have a scene where Paige meets them backstage while she was still in NXT, but then I found out that that girl next to them kinda looks like Alexa Bliss. But even Kelly Kelly retired in 2012, the same year that Paige was in developmental, and Alexa Bliss started developmental in 2014, the same year Paige started her debut. I thought the movie would explain everything, but then I was disappointed that they're just girls that don't even exist in WWE nor NXT.
I'm Kirsten.
Hi, I'm Terry Lynn.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Madison.
Hi, I'm Surya.
I kinda thought we were gonna see a bunch of superstar cameos, but all we got was The Rock, but it was only what we saw in the trailer already. We got a quick cameo of the A-lister The Miz, and it was pretty funny to look at Big Show and Sheamus argue about hot dogs. We didn't get any diva cameos, all we got were quick flashbacks of my high school year with the whole gossip and drama. On the bad side of this movie, I don't like how low the director goes into making this film. By that, I mean look at this SmackDown stage. SmackDown Live didn't even go live in 2012, it should have just been SmackDown. And Monday Night Raw doesn't even look like that in 2014. It's just the same stages that they use today. How lazy is that? I get that it's cheaper to just use a stage that WWE uses right now, but that just feels like a spit in the face to a fan who wants to see a movie about Paige. It's just extremely slothful. WWE makes a lot of money. It wouldn't kill them to rent an arena, rebuild the stage since they have a ton of money to do that and a ton of crew to do that too. Look at the scene again. We have John Cena coming out in the 2014 stage of Raw, and when Paige debuts, it's the stage from 2018. That's just lazy from the producers of this film. Also, NXT doesn't even look like that. It would have made more sense if they actually used the stage of NXT. Talk about missed opportunity. And this movie likes to completely ignore on Paige and the whole first ever women's NXT championship tournament against Emma. They didn't even show any of that, or even mentioned it, or her time in FCW. Paige's whole debut scene disappointed me. Where do I start? We mentioned the stage already, okay. That's not AJ Lee's gear. Where's Tamina? That's also not Paige's gear, sadly.
Sorry. Is it Halloween already?
This segment was wrong. That referee actually worked for WWE, which proves how lazy this movie is by simply getting a person that already works on the job. That match took longer than the real match. She never celebrated, she actually left the ring. That promo obviously never happened.
It belongs to anyone who ever felt like they are the free from Norwich, the oddballs, the outsiders, the ones that don't belong.
Well, I guess that's from another episode.
We prefer to be the freaks. We prefer to be the geeks. We prefer to be the weirdos, the misfits, the oddballs.
A backstage interview never happened. And then the movie just ends like that, lazily adding messages like we're supposed to take this comedic movie seriously. Whoa, women get more TV time? I'm not sure about that. Are we still supposed to care about the brother? The movie barely made me feel interested in him, and the blind kid too. They mention him a little bit, but that's it. And of course, they let a single black screen for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson so he could brag about his career a little bit more, even though he only starred in the movie for like 2 scenes. A few minor other scenes that bug me about this movie is how they made this Paige not have any female inspirations like real Paige has in real life, like Trish or Lita. Paige's actor Florence Pugh was kinda not good with her British acting.
I'm sorry, and it is so shitty, but it's not my fault. And it's not yours. It is just how it is.
Right.
We never developed Paige like her meaning of the scream or the "this is my house" catchphrase she always says.
I'll see you later, sex tape.
Why'd you put him sex tape?
Because he makes people famous.
I thought it was extremely wrong of the writers to mention sex tape, even for a joke. It's extremely tasteful, accounting on what happened on Paige experiences with sex tapes. Even though this movie doesn't have too many truths about Paige's career, it's still a pretty good movie to watch. It has some real good serious moments, and it's pretty funny to watch too.
Look to your left, to your right. Before you leave Orlando, at least one of you will be a stripper.
The WWE Developmental Performance Center actually looks real, and they're not really afraid to speak the truth about WWE and their business here, like cutting promos.
Welcome to promo class. Now, as you all know, wrestling is storytelling. It is soap opera and spandex. Good versus evil, babyface versus heel.
I like that the movie is pretty straightforward about wrestling, that people don't see backstage or what wrestlers do before a performance. It's like WWE doesn't want people thinking that they're afraid that wrestling is fake, because it's not fake, it's real. Those falls are real and those bumps are real. It's just acting, and we fans, we love it.
I mean, it's all fake anyway.
It's not fake, it's fixed.
Nick Frost and Lena Headey from Game of Thrones did an amazing performance in this movie though.
It's fine.
Would you get your thick head out of your fat ass? He's not fine!
But I don't like how this movie has a cliche theme of "you are who you are, so don't change yourself."
Hey.
So with that said out of the way, I give Fighting with My Family 6.5 Paige here out of 10. It's only recommended for wrestling fans, but not for Paige fans in general. Sorry.
Paige here.